I've been fortunate enough to have worked, I say fortunate enough, I don't know if everybody would describe it that way. I've worked a lot of different jobs. I've worked in a lot of different genres of jobs where, like, I've been in the entertainment business, the service industry. I've been a teacher and a campus manager, and played basketball, been in a band. I've done every kind of job you can imagine. So the last job I had before I came here, I was a teacher, and I really love that job. It's rewarding. It's really rewarding in the heart, not so much in the wallet. So me and the wife are trying to start a family, and we wanted kids, and she wanted to be able to stay home with them, and it was not hard for us to look at the budget and say, well, that's just not real. And one of the guys that worked here, he's a supervisor, and I taught his kids, and I'm a pretty big guy, and he's just like, I think you do real good. We're about to have a jobs fair, you want to come out and put in for the job. I was like, well, what do y'all make, because I'm all college educated, and I assume people who work hard for a living don't make much money because I'm an idiot. And and he's like, we make this much money. I was like, well, yeah, my bad. I apologize to you and everyone I just offended. So so I started working here the day after my birthday, actually. And I mean, I'm never going back. Like, I don't imagine I'll ever find a job that treats its employees as well as we're treated, pays as much as we're paid. The profit sharing is remarkable. I mean, I've just the profit sharing itself. I got a check last year for over half of my taxable income that went in my 401k just because we did really well last year. That's just amazing. And just the way the company, like, we've had incidents where tragedy struck, and just the way that they treat us and deal with us whenever tragedy hits. Like, my neighbor works here, and both his parents died the same week, and they gave him time off, and just didn't even punish him. He'd only been working here for like 2 months. He was barely even an employee, and they're just like, man, just take all the time you need. That's terrible, and it's the kind of company that works with you when you're in times like that. It's really rough, and they always want to help, and they'll do whatever they can to help. So I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to be a part of something like that. I don't know if I'd want to be working with somebody that doesn't want to be a part of that, I don't know all the details of it. I don't want to get too far into it, but there's a clinic here in town that Nucor helped get off the ground. We helped fund some of it, I think, and they offered to get that clinic up off the ground. I think it might have helped buy the building or something. I don't know what they did, but they're working within the community. They're on the radio sponsoring different local teams and stuff all the time. Just small town football, stuff like that, and baseball. They'll buy your kid's critter, like they're always out and doing things to make Grapeland a better place even. So it's not even just about being here and working here. It's about living here too. So they encourage us to get on school boards and encourage us to be in city council and stuff and go to these meetings and help influence the city to do the right thing, and just all kind of really cool stuff. It's not, everywhere I go, I live in Palestine, which is 30 miles down the road, and I see Little League fields with Nucor signs on it, like, it's not even just here in town, it's down the road, because we have people that work down there, like, well, let's help those kids out, I think that's really cool. We really focus on quality since we have such high potential for output. I think we have more time to focus on quality, and we also get better output because of the system that we're on for wages. So the guys working in the shop, they know we got to get it done fast and get it done right, since quality is a big deal. So the faster and the better we make them, the more money we're going to make. All those variables make for a good combination for productivity and quality. I don't think everybody would want to be a part of it. I think it takes a special kind of person to want to be part of something like that. Like I said before, we have high expectations, and we get paid a lot of money to meet them. And if you're not willing to meet the expectation, then you probably don't want to be a part of that culture. Like, I don't think it's for everybody. It's for people who are raised that way. It's for people who are motivated to support themselves and their families. It's for people who strive to do better and be better. So I would say something like that. I don't think it's for everybody. My family. I mean, I want this job, and I want my wife to not have to work. And if she wants to work, she can. If she wants to stay home and raise the boys, that's preferable. And this job allows for that. So I don't want to screw that up. I think it is a team effort. Living the Nucor culture. It's a team effort because it's easy to live it. I think because we're in an environment that allows us some freedoms, and when you're given freedoms, you have the ability and the freedom to care about people next to you. If you're really micromanaged and it's do or die, and if you don't do this, we're going to have a talk about it, or you're going to be fired or something. Like, you're less worried about your neighbor, but the freedom that they offer us here to do the job, it allows us to have the freedom to care about the people next to us. And I think it's hard work ethic, and everybody wants to be safe. Everybody wants everybody to go home safe. So I think it's easy to live the culture. Like, that's just come to work and work really hard and do your job. I think my favorite one on the list is integrity, and I bet I speak for a lot of people. I think integrity is a big one. If you can find a man that has proper integrity, then I think everything else on that list will be something that just naturally comes to them. I think men of integrity are a rare thing, and women of integrity also. I don't want to marginalize anyone, but it's just a person with high integrity it's a rare breed, and if you can get somebody like that, I think you'd have a company that's easy to run. I got students here I used to teach that work here because I was like, hey man, you want to come work here? Like, I tell my old students all the time, if they're students I know that are going to fit the bill, I put them in, and I'm like, look, you want to come work here, I promise. Like, so if we had 2 kids, we have 2 men now that work here, that were in the oil field and stuff, and yeah, they made, I guess, decent money, but they're gone from home and they got their own families now. And I'm like, look, you can make that much money working 40 hours a week and go home every day. Like, what are you doing? Like, why not? So they came over here and they love it, you know. I would tell any kid that's 18 years old, serious about working, and you've got your life in order, this is where you need to be. Like, yeah, I wouldn't. If I was single and had nothing going on in my life, I would tell old Carl, you know, like, don't go to college. Go straight to work, man. I'd be retired by the time I was 50 if I'd have started when I was 19. So.